All right. 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 Yeah, hopefully it doesn't need to do that. Hopefully it don't. Mm, no. First thing about cutting. All right. Yeah, we should see a move up to the upside. Okay. Of course, the ES chat ain't gonna be saying nothing either. And the ES chat always just gonna be doing nothing. What am I doing? Hey, what's up, Alfred? You know, that's crazy because I just thought about you. I just thought about you, dude. I don't know why. Just thought about you, dude. Mm. All right, we'll see if this works out. Yeah, this thing rejected perfectly off of 550. I'm getting. Mm, mm. I'm depressed that I didn't hold. I should have had a super runner. Apparently, I thought my runner was the runner, but shit. Apparently, this thing is dumping. Maybe it's trying to go down to 6260. Maybe that's where it's trying to go down to because this thing is not. Yeah, bulls aren't buying this thing whatsoever. I mean, they're buying it, but it keeps getting sold. People keep taking profits. I mean, if they was going to come in, I mean, this is where majority of the liquidity was right here in this range. I'm just looking for my next opportunity to short it because I know better than it's a long Bitcoin. I know better than that. We don't long Bitcoin. We just short it. But we long the Nasdaq though. We long the Nasdaq. Smith sent me a article. I don't know if somebody actually caught this, but uh, says XBX 6000 puts were $45 before FOMC, and they spiked up to $12,000. Just imagine buying 6,000 XBX puts for $45, and they are up 12K. Damn. Damn. Talk about 10x in your investment. $45, trade that in for 12K. Damn. Huh. Damn, Alpha, congratulations, dude. Why is it not letting me not let me in? All right, so this will probably be better right here. So damn. 10K. Almost 10K. Yo, congratulations, dude. We only have $40 in drawdown. Damn. Yeah, take profit is like, yeah, we need to get rid of somehow, some way. We gotta get rid of Alfred. Hopefully they don't. But yeah, congratulations, dude. You got 6K available for a withdrawal. Yo, congratulations on that, man. Congratulations whoever caught that short, cause man, man, that was a great short. And of course I missed it. About 5,000 shit. Hey, that's still better than nothing. That's still better than nothing. Cause compared to the investment that you put into this, yeah, that's nothing. Remarriage proposal. Get the fuck on out of here. Yeah. Oh yeah, right now, I will give these zero counts their props. Right now, I was able to catch that bottom on the ES, and I'm up 2K. I'm trying to see if I can catch this move back up to 6K. See if we can catch that move tomorrow. If not, shit. See if we can catch that move back up to 6K. I mean, if this thing runs tomorrow, oh, you know I'm just gonna keep moving this damn thing up until I can't move it up no more. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we just see a massive run up because we got GDP tomorrow. I'm pretty sure based on when the news comes out, we should see something. And I'm gonna be looking at XBX calls depending on how the market reacts to that damn thing. I'm gonna be looking at them. I'm trying to turn $45 into 12K too. Shit. Congratulations, man. Yeah, definitely my goal for the rest of this month is to get on Alfred's level. Just start taking this a little bit more seriously. Shit, Alfred should be the one behind the screen now, streaming his trades. He's been on fire ever since October came and gone. Yeah, like what happened to you in October, Alfred? What happened? It seems like ever since then, that's when you really just turned on. You said, fuck it. I'm a profitable trader now. What happened between that time? I mean, shit, if you got your mic, you can actually hop on. I'm surprised you don't ask. I mean, if you got your mic, if you want to hop on, if you want to talk, that's cool. I mean, y'all became besties. Yeah, if you want to just hop on, just join the room. No pressure. You don't have to if you don't want to. I don't think she's that popular. I think she was hyped up for like 2 seconds and all right, cool. Hey, what's up, Alfred?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
All right. Hold on. I gotta adjust something real quick.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. What's going on?
I'm doing all right, man. Hopefully this I'm in this ES trade. Hopefully I don't get stopped out of it. Yeah, that should be good. That should be.
You're not trading Bitcoin tonight?
Nah, it's too far down. It's too far gone. If I was still in it, um, yeah, I would be trading it, but kind of now I'm kind of wishing that I kept some super runners versus just the one runner that I had. So, oh wow.
Oh well, at least you made profit. That's what matters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what matters. That's something I'm gonna really start I guess focusing more on next year. Or I'm starting now, but obviously that'll be something I'm just gonna really stay focused on next year because I lose focus too much. I prefer to have fun, not necessarily build up a payout streak like you. 'Cause man, you've been on a roll, man.
Yeah, I'm treating it like it's a business now
Are you?
because yeah, I mean at the same like pretty much at the end of the day, we're we're in the market to make money.
Mhm.
And playing around with evals and stuff, that's earlier in the year I was trying to develop a strategy
Mhm.
and I would either I would oversize or I would undersize. I would
Mhm.
just couldn't find the balance. I would be in a trade with like one mini and
Mhm.
it'd run for like 50 points. And I'd be like, I wish I added more. Or I'd be in a trade with five minis and
Hmm.
ooh, I wish I didn't have that many.
You said 5 minis.
Yeah, I'm just like, So it took a while to figure out like the happy median, and
Mhm.
part of that was dropping down to the micros, and so I would take five micro positions, and then they would go in my favor, but because it was five micros, I'm like, okay, well this trade is working,
Mhm.
but it's like I'm not gonna be able to hit these goals if I just keep it at five, and
Yeah.
so I use the five as a starting point,
Mhm.
and then as it moved forward, I added another five, and then I added another five. So I had 15, just like how you have,
Mhm.
and then I would let it run, and then I would set like a TP for like the whole thing. I would just take it all out at one time.
Mhm.
That worked for me for a while, but then I would I would constantly be trying to get back in because I'm like, oh, the move's still moving, like the move is still going without me.
Mhm.
And so I would add like I would get like 25 would be the max that I would be in. Like when I was trading with like just top step, I would be in like 25 micros, and then I would still take out the 15, and then I would let 10 run.
Mhm.
That worked for me for a while. That's how I was able to get. That's how I was able to get to some payouts.
Okay.
And then after I did that for like all of October, I was like, that that works, but I need to do the minis because sometimes I would oversize with the micros. I would be in with like, oh, I'm in 15 already. I clicked the button like one too many times.
Mhm.
So I'd be with 15 already. It's like, ah, crap. Sometimes it would work against me, and I'd be like, I would wind up blowing XFAs because I would have too much size and it would go against me immediately.
Yep.
And because the size, like the stop that I had originally was for 15. I mean, it was for five, and then I moved 15. So I would give myself about 20 points, like 20, 25 points, which is like $250 with the five micros. And if you have 15, now you're looking at like 75, like we're looking at 750.
Mhm.
And that's what was killing me because I'm like, I'm I added too much size and it goes against you real quick.
Yep.
And so I had to work on my stops because there'd be, to be honest, there'd be a lot of times I'd be in a trade without a stop. I was like,
Wow.
I'm gonna use my mental stop, and I was like, that mental stop is stupid
Mhm. Yeah.
because there's no telling how like it can move faster than you can think.
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
like today, if you went long and you didn't use a stop, you were liquidated.
Yeah. That account was gone.
Yeah, I actually saw like a couple streamers. Like there's a dude named Danny Trades.
Uh-huh.
He had a long position on as soon as Powell started talking.
Mhm.
Homeboy lost like what 15,000.
Damn, really?
And yeah, he had like it was on stream, and he got so mad he punched his monitor.
I'm gonna
I'm
look
just
at
like,
that right now. Hopefully he posted it. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know if he took it down because it was like a 22-minute like stream,
Mhm.
and like one of the dudes in Discord had clipped him punching his screen because he was so mad because he was
Uh,
looking at his motherfucker, and then he punched the screen. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I know he's got money because he's like one of the owners of what, funding
yeah, one of the prop firms,
one of
yeah.
these yeah, like funding family or something like that. I don't
Mhm.
know the whole title of it, but let me see if I can find that clip. I'll post it in the Discord.
Mm.
But yeah, I was like, man, this dude's wild. And then there was another guy who goes by what, damn good trading.
Mhm.
He had he had right after the market closed, he went short at the very bottom,
Wow.
right before it popped up. I'm just like, ooh, I know this gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Cause he waited. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I think we still got some more room to run. And then he hit sell. And Marcus like, nah, we gonna bounce.
Mm.
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
towards the end.
ooh.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, damn good trading and Danny trades. Yeah, they both trade heavy size. I mean,
Oh yeah.
outside of them, people would think that these guys are gambling, but they're really comfortable with trading heavy size.
Yeah. Because he's gotten like he was like one of the main people in what was it?
Top
In
step.
Fast Track.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Well, no,
fast track. Yep, yep.
yeah, because he was like one of the top affiliates in Fast Track. Now he's like, yeah, man, I've been getting all these 60K payouts.
Mm.
I think I found the clip here. Let me see if I can hold on. Let me go ahead and put that in the. I was gonna put it in the general chat.
All right, that's cool. Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
Yeah, I just posted it.
Okay.
Dude, what the fuck, man?
Order filled.
Damn. 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 I mean, what'd you expect? What did you
Yeah,
expect? She was full
yeah, you
party
can't hit something
FOMC.
that solid. Yeah, that was like a short time after he entered the trade.
Damn.
Now that's a that'll set you back. 15K is a lot of money.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Like when I saw 15K in my account, I almost fainted.
You talk about it in your personal account or
Yeah,
from your
in my
payouts?
personal account.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I had what was it? I had gotten two payouts in the same day, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at my bank account, and I'm like, okay, well, I was like, okay, well, I know I got like what 1,200 in the bank right now. I
Mm-hmm.
got to check my bank statement. All of a sudden, I got like 17,000. I'm like, whoa! I'm like, what happened? What happened? They both hit at the same time. I was like, oh my god!
Went to the script club after that?
Nope, I didn't go to the strip club after that. Well, not right away.
Not right away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go to the strip club that often. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
went tonight because like this girl I know, she was like, well, I'm gonna be dancing tonight, and I was like, all right, well, I'll stop by
Mm-hmm.
because I was in a good mood because I was like, I just made 5,000, so
Yeah. Yep.
I was like, I'm not throwing a whole bunch of ones.
Got
I
to
was
throw
there
out
for
that
like
payout
maybe an
money.
hour. Nah, I was there for like maybe an hour. I spent like maybe like a little over $100,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, all right, that's enough. Time to get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
And what was funny is like on the way to the club, like I was trading the open of the market
Mm-hmm.
because I had bought uh, a 50K Top Step account
Mm-hmm.
because while Powell was speaking, like Take Profit says that you can't trade while he's like in the conference. So I was like, all right, well,
Oh.
let me find something else to trade. And so I bought a 50K, and right as it was going down, I was stacking in the micros, and then I was like, oh snap,
Hmm.
it came down, and I was like, okay, well, I had put like a, personal profit target of like $1,520,
Mm-hmm.
and it hit that. I was in the trade maybe like 3 minutes. I was like, wow. And
Yeah.
so when the market opened, like I was like, man, this is a big red candle. I was like, but it's not dropping. I was like, I just went long, and then I was like, and as it pulled, like when it pulled back, I was like, what's the worst that can happen? It's like if I blow this account, it was something I didn't plan on buying,
Mm-hmm.
and so I just kind of I stacked in the micros, and then it went up, and I was able to secure that 3K target.
Hmm. And so now you
And I
got
was like,
another
all right,
XFA then, huh?
yeah. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, I mean, I usually don't like the 50K XFAs, but I'll trade micros in it this time.
Yeah.
Because last time I was able to get it to like 3K,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I had it for like maybe 2 days, and then like the second day, it was one of those moves that just kept going up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was this is like one of the weeks when I was in the office, and the NQ just kept going up. Like I came back from a meeting, I was like, oh, it's going up. I was starting to pull back a little bit. I was like, let me see if I could get a short in to get that $200 profit.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped in the short. It pulled back for maybe a second and then popped up 15 points. I was like, ah, come on. And because I had hit the 2000, I had hit like the previous day I had made 2000, well, like 2 or 3,000. I had access to all 5 contracts. And I was like, I was trying to DCA my way out,
Mm-hmm.
and it just kept going up. And then I had like very little drawdown left. And so I hit the reverse button, then it came crashing down. I was like, well, that was a waste of $200.
Yeah. That does look like a long. Yeah. Yeah. Let me do that. Yeah, I've been doing that same thing too, man. Kind of what you said with wasting money
Yeah. Yeah.
because I definitely I don't know. I think mm, what's up,
Yeah. For
Brandon?
me, I know for me, like last week,
Mm-hmm.
like I got a payout early last week, and then the rest of the week I was just like, man, I had blown like the pro account that I got the payout on
Mm-hmm.
because I was holding too long. I was too like I was clicking and praying, and
Yeah.
it did not work in my favor, and I wound up blowing the account.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, come on, man. And so after I blew it, I immediately had like bought like 3 take profit 100K accounts.
Mm-hmm.
I got them to like halfway to the target, and then like I was trying to rush it the following day instead of just taking my time. Just go, let me go ahead and get the rest of this 3K in these 3 accounts. Wind up blowing all of them because I was copy trading them. I was just like, all right, now I'm just throwing money away
Yeah.
because I'm paying because it's like 198
Mm-hmm.
an account. So that's like, okay, that's $600 I just threw away.
Yeah. Yeah. I did that same thing, dude. And it goes by fast, especially when you want to tilt. It goes
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. I mean, I did have one day last week where I I was my own worst enemy. I went on tilt and I reset about 5 times.
Wow.
And on take profit, that's $100 a reset. So I was like, okay, I just threw $500 out the window because I needed to be right. I just
Yeah.
like at that point, I was like, all right, I need to chill out. He's like, I've been on a nice streak. Like I'm not I'm I'm playing with house money, but I don't want the house to crumble because I'm being stupid.
Yeah. 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 I'm gonna definitely read that book that you recommend this weekend. Make a point to read that.
Yeah.
Really make a
And
point to
then
read
like
that.
you can also check out because he's been on a few podcasts, the Tim Grover guy.
Mm,
He's been on a few podcasts and he's great to listen to. And then also listen like there's a couple podcasts that Kobe did before he passed, and it's like just listening to him talk, it motivates you
you said
because it's like
Kobe?
he's yeah, Kobe Bryant.
Oh, Kobe Bryant. Oh, Kobe. Okay.
Who
Yeah.
did you think I was talking about?
Dude, I don't know. Yeah.
Usually when somebody says the name Kobe, I automatically start thinking about the basketball player. There's nobody else named Kobe that comes immediately to mind for me.
No, because we was talking about trading. I was like, well, you can't be talking about that one. So I mean, I completely went over that. I was like,
Oh,
and maybe he's
oh
talking
no,
about somebody in the trading community. But
oh no,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
hell
Kobe
with
definitely
anybody
does
named
have
Kobe.
a great winner's mindset. I wish he wrote a
Yeah,
book. I would listen to it.
yeah. I don't know if he did
As
because
smart as he
he's
is, he
always
should have.
well. Maybe I mean, nobody knows how much time they have left. So
Mm,
this he was going too soon. Yeah, but I mean, like just listen to interviews and things he does, like he did before he passed,
mm-hmm,
and it'll help it'll help you focus on winning and just like being like trying to dominate whatever you're trying to do because he would practice and practice and practice and then he would practice some more,
mm-hmm.
which is what you're essentially doing like when you get in these sim accounts
Yeah.
and say and he would be like they said that he would be in the gym with somebody and he wouldn't leave until the other person was done because he didn't he wouldn't allow somebody to outwork him.
Yeah. That sounds like yep.
He's like, man, it's like, how long are you gonna be here until you leave?
And then I'm gonna stay just a little bit longer,
Yeah,
just
I'll
cause.
stay a little longer. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
don't worry, I'll turn the lights off. And he said like one time he was sick, but he said he probably got like maybe an hour or 2 hours of sleep, and he said that he still went. I think it was like one of those playoff games. He said he still went.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, man, but you sick. He's like, so he said these people paid their hard-earned money to come see me play.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I don't care if I'm sick. Like they paid their hard-earned money for a show, so I have to show up. I have to perform.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I was like, I may not get this opportunity again. There's no telling what can happen tomorrow. I need to perform tonight. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. Yep. I do admire Kobe's mindset. I feel like we have a very similar. I'm not gonna stop until I get it mindset. I do feel the same way. I don't care if I'm sick. I don't care. I don't care about none of that stuff. If I'm supposed to show up somewhere, I'm gonna show up. I'm showing up. If I'm the only person there, I showed up. I mean, that's all that fucking matters. Everything else falls into place. And so I definitely do admire Kobe's mindset. I did. I do.
Sure. You gotta one thing from Kobe that you can really like benefit from is that Kobe wasn't afraid to take the shot. And I've seen like a couple streams where you're sitting on the sidelines. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take the shot, and then manage what happens after you take the shot, but you have to take the shot.
Mm-hmm.
And also you got to take profit too. You and these target things, like that target mentality that you have don't have the mama mentality, you have the target mentality.
Yep. It's blasphemy to take profits. It's blasphemous.
It's not. It's good to take profits and move your stop into profit. So that way you lessen, like you make the trade free because you've already removed a large portion of your trade.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing that, it allows you to hold longer. Because then you can peel off as it goes. Having just one target and then sitting there all day and then letting it come back and then your trade turns red, it helps no one.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was actually well, I was thinking about this to myself, and I'll share this with you. And I asked myself, I was like, so what's so bad about just taking the profits? Well, then it won't be a game anymore. And that's the answer that I received in my head. It wouldn't be a game anymore if I take profits. And I think it's that's the double-edged sword about what this is for me. Like I said, next year or starting now or this year, or, whatever. I'm going to do better at that. But it's a game, and if I don't play it that way, I guess I know it's going to sound silly, crazy, whatever word you want to use, but if there's no way for me to lose, I have no interest in it. I just don't have interest in winning all the time. I feel like there's no growth in perfection. Um, if that makes sense. There has to be a
Yeah.
way for me to lose, a built-in way for me to lose. And so when I win, it actually means something because I could have lost. If I just kept winning, well, the way that my mind is automatically set up is I automatically lose interest. That's why when I first started playing this game and getting all those payouts, I lost interest in it real fast and I went to gambling. And for a long time, I was trying to figure out why, when I first started doing this, I was so disciplined. Like some of the trades that I would take now, you couldn't even get me. You couldn't even pay me to take those trades because I was focused. I wanted to get these payouts. Um, it wasn't the payout itself. It was just to prove to myself I can get them. And then, once I got them, I overcame a lot of mental challenges, emotional challenges. I just lost interest. And then it was like, it's no longer fun. So what made it fun was quote unquote gambling. Now I'm using the word gamble, but I'm not gambling during the live stream or anything. The only part of that I'm gambling is if it's going to hit my target or if it's going to hit my stop. But the trade itself is usually in profit. It's just that it may not hit my target. And that's the built-in way for me to lose. So when I win, it means something. And I was like, well, yeah, I guess so. I guess if that makes sense to myself, I guess. Um, because I was thinking about this morning. I mean, yeah, we took some awesome trades this morning, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It meant nothing to me, Alfred. It really didn't. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel it because I mean, I took a good setup and it hit the areas that I thought it was going to hit. It meant nothing. It didn't. I didn't feel excited about taking it or anything. I guess I'm addicted to the excitement of getting in where I mean I could potentially lose, and I guess that's the gamble. Yeah. Yeah, if that makes sense. I know it sounds silly, but hey, that's what it is, man. I'm not gonna
I
lie to
mean it.
nobody.
No, I mean everybody has their own perspective on how they approach the market.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, my perspective has changed. Like when I first got into futures trading, I just wanted to be able to grow an account.
Mm-hmm.
And then I grew, I'd slightly grew an account because I'd started like my first futures account, and I threw like 200, like $300 in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was able to get it to the 450. Then I was like, okay. So I threw another $300 into it. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm close. Like I gave back some money. So I'm like, okay, well, now I'm at 650, and I built it because I was trading like MES,
Mhm.
and then like I was introduced to the Nasdaq,
That's
and
crack. That's
then
crack.
yeah, I mean I got introduced to the MNQ, and so I would trade the MNQ. I would be in like with one micro, and my goal was to try and make anywhere from $40 to $80.
Mm-hmm.
And like one morning when I was driving to work, I put on a short. I caught 20 points in MNQ. I was like, oh snap, I got $40. That was like the best thing in the world to me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then like one day I was in with like 2 MNQ contracts at the open,
Mm-hmm.
and like I was watching the trade, but I also had to use the restroom. And so I'm at work. I'm going to the bathroom. I came back. Oh snap! My trade is up $120. I had caught like 30 points in the MNQ. I was like, I'm rich. I'm rich now. And I was able, like at that point, I had gotten my account over $1,000. I was just like, oh my God, I'm actually doing something. And so after I built that, I got it to I think 1400, and then I started playing with ES. I would get into an ES trade looking to make 2 points, like anywhere from 2 points to $2.50.
Mm-hmm.
And after I did that, I would close it. I would close down and just like not trade anymore for the rest of the day,
Mm.
because that would be $100. That'd be like 100 or like 100 and like the what is it, like a point is like what,
For
a
the
point
MES is
on
like
ES.
$5, or a point is $50 on ES.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So I would be up like $125.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, oh my God, that is a lot of money to make. Because that coming from options,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
varies. It would
Mm-hmm.
vary. Like it depends on the contract and the ticker and all that other stuff.
Yep.
And so like if I made $60 in options, I would be like, yo, that's a good day.
Yep.
But making $120 in ES, I was just like, yo, I was able to get the account to like 1900, and then once I got to 1900, I'm like, all right, let me add a second contract. That was my downfall.
Mm.
I was like, I jumped in the second contract too soon, even though the margin requirement is 500 on ES.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, my account size, like I shouldn't even be trading ES, like the ES. But I was just trying to be sneaky. I'm just like, let me see if I can get 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had caught like what was it? I caught 4 points one day, and then my greedy ass wanted more. I had I had bought it was one of those times where I bought the top, and as soon as I got in, ES dropped like 4 points. I'm just like, oh no. And so I'm sitting there, so I'm like, okay, I'm down like 200 points, like
Mm-hmm.
$200.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh no, there goes the money. All these small trades that I took throughout the week going in like one instance. And
Yep.
so I I closed the trade, and I'm just like, I just need to walk away for the day. But then that was my first experience with tilt. I was like, nah, I need to get that back. I need to get my money back. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's when I tried to go in with 2 contracts. And then the ES dropped $6 this time. And I
Damn.
had 2 contracts on. I'm just like, oh my God, what am I doing? And so
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much to make a long story short, I ended up getting down to, I think, $400.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't trade ES anymore.
Mm.
And I'm just like, oh my God, what did I just do? And because I was still on tilt, I opened up my bank, like the bank app, and wired some money.
Yep. Yeah, that's how it goes.
I'm just like, oh, come on. I wired in like, I think wired in like 400. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, that'll put me back so I can use one ES. Lost that 400. I'm just like, what am I doing? And so shortly after that, that's when I was introduced to like the prop accounts, and I was like, how does this work? It's like, oh, you give them money and you pass the evaluation. Like they give you an evaluation, you have to hit a profit target. That's back when Apex had like what 7 days to
Yep, 7 days, yeah.
yeah. To answer your question, Seppuku, I think I'd lost like that day. I had started the day with 1900. I ended the day with like 500.
Mm.
So, and that's after adding an additional 400. So, I mean, it was a nasty day. That was all
Mm.
my personal money.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, after like back when Apex was like 7 days, I think I got like the 50K account because everybody's like, yeah, man, just do the 50K. I was like, all right. I did the 50K. The first time I did it, I didn't know what I was doing. I over leveraged all like I over leveraged. I was like, why am I in like I'm pressing the button. I'm just like, how many times can I do this? Like so I can add 10 contracts. I'm like, oh no. And so I'm sitting there like I'm in a trade. I'm sitting there trying to scout like I'm so nervous because it's like, oh, if you once it starts going up, if it starts coming back, then it goes based up like the highest point that it got to before it started coming back. I'm just like, what does that even mean?
Mm.
Like that's how somebody explained the trailing drawdown to me because I was watching a YouTube video. And so after after I got the gist of it, I'm sitting there like I think I blew two Apex evals, and then the third one I started to get the hang of what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I actually passed like the third eval that I did, and then I was like, oh my God. And they said if you get the 7 days under like the whatever the consistency is,
Mm-hmm.
you can get a payout. And I'm just like, that was like the top of my that was like the first thing I was sitting there looking at every day. I'm just like, I need to get that payout. And like I didn't know that it's like a curse to buy like the lifetime PA do the lifetime PA fee.
Mm-hmm.
I did that and I had the account maybe 3 days and I was down to like what 500 in drawdown. I'm just like,
Yeah.
uh and so it's like I tried. I was like at that point I was trading scared. So anytime I get into a trade and it started going red, I closed it immediately. Oh, oh, oh. So I'm sitting there like, man, I can't trade like this. It's like every time I put a trade on, I'm sitting there scared.
Yeah.
And so that took it. Like I've never gotten a payout from Apex because like I can never get the hang of the trailing drawdown. I could pass evals. I think the closest I got to a payout was like I had a 150K that was on like was it day 5. I had made $1,200 and I just wanted that one more trade. Well, that one more trade was like right before the last 10 minutes of the market.
Mm-hmm.
I went long And then what was it? I think I was long like 1 mini,
Mhm.
and that day NQ dropped like at the close. It dropped like 30 points, and I'm sitting there like, why am I down $600? I'm just like, come on. And so I tried the DCA. As soon as it started popping back up, I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh man, I'm in with 5 contracts. How did I get to 5 contracts? I got a little button happy. And then NQ dropped. It dropped another like 15 points. And because I was in with 5, that blew me up. And I'm just like, I was 2 days away from a payout. How could this happen?
Yeah, I did that same thing too, dude. With Apex. Blew up. That's why I haven't gotten another Apex account since, because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was the last one that I got. And then that's when I was like, man, this is too much. This is
Mhm.
like in July. And then I just like, I'm just gonna go with Top Step. And I think I was just doing Top Step, and then I started doing My Funded Futures, and then I think that's when they rolled out the starter.
Mhm.
And so I had to like, I think it took me like 5 tries to pass the starter, because I was just like, I was attracted to the $80 price that they had. I was like, if I blow it, it's just $80.
Yeah, that's exactly the psychology. That's why they made so much money.
Yep. And then I was like, okay, after 5 times, like that's a lot of $80.
Yeah. Yeah. There was one day I spent like $600 or $700. That $80 add up.
Woo.
It adds up.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah. Because
because
I
I
was
wanted
sitting
to
there
be right.
I'm sitting there looking at my bank statement. I'm just like, how many times did I reset? I'm like, oh my god, this is all right. It's starting to turn into a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because I was like, at that point, I was like, I wanted to be successful so bad that I was draining my bank account. I had like a certain amount of money that I was using for prop accounts,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, well now I'm starting to eat into my regular money,
Yeah.
so I need to step back.
Yeah, I had to do the same
And
thing
so
myself. I know
yeah,
exactly what you're
had to
talking
just
about.
stick to one account. I had to stick to just one account for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think, uh, in August, I think that was the first time I had taken a payout all year,
Wow.
because I had gotten to I had gotten one of the starter accounts to a payout. Like I got the full 1,200 from the starter,
Mm-hmm.
and so that allowed me to buy some Top Step accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like with the last of that money, I had bought that. That's when I bought that Fast Track account.
Yeah, I
And
haven't
so,
yeah, that's like the only prop firms that I stay within are the ones that, I mean, I don't know the feeling. I really wouldn't know how to describe the feelings. Like if it doesn't feel like a community is behind it, I don't even want to even touch the prop firm. If it's like something that's on the internet, I wish I had words to better describe how I feel like. MFF, Apex, Top Step, those feel like when you buy a prop firm from them, it feels legitimate. It feels like, okay, if I get to the end of the road, then I don't have to worry about getting a payout. Instead of it feeling like, this random, I mean, nothing against ETF and all the other prop firms, but the ones that just pop out of nowhere, we don't know who they are. They don't have no community. They have nothing. Those kind of prop firms, I tend to stay away.
yeah,
Like the newer ones, like honestly, if MFF, Top Step, if those were to go away, then I wouldn't trade props anymore. Because if those, I mean, shit, if they go away, then what chance does these other ones have? At least that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, Top Step was the first prop firm that I actually got a payout from. It was like October of 2023.
Oh,
I
okay.
had gotten a, because the first time I had gotten a prop account was in April of 2023,
Mhm.
and then I had, this is like right after I didn't touch any other prop firms. I was just like strictly Apex because at the 90% off sales.
Mhm.
I was sitting there blowing through accounts because it was only costing me like $25. So, and then once Top Step, they changed their rules to that one step, one rule thing.
Mhm.
That's when I gave them a try. And that's back when they still had the DLL. So it took me a couple tries to pass one, but then I was able to pass like one of the 150Ks. I had got, and that took me like, I think that took me like 4 days to pass
Mhm.
because I had gotten, I think the day one, I think I got to like 2,500 in profit, and then day two, I think I got like the whole $450 because I just happened to catch like a good move that day. And so
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, I got like 2,000 left. Day three, I think I got to like 1,500. And that last 500, I was getting nervous. And so I'm like, I'll try it the next day. And so the next day, the, what is it? The NQ was like, the NQ opened up and it started pumping. And I jumped in, like, for some reason I thought that it was a smart idea to do a full port and on a big green candle. I went full port, all 15 contracts. That shit came back in my face so fast,
Mm.
and it didn't even have to move that much. It came back, and then I was down. I had hit DLL, so I was
Mhm.
and it went over the DLL, so I was down like 3,200. I was like, I was 500 away. Now I'm 3,700 away. Like, why did I do that?
Yep.
And so the last day, I was able to take a bunch of small trades, and then I went heavy on the last trade, and I was able to get to 3,700.
Mhm.
And so I was like, oh snap! I actually got the XFA. And then I was scared to death to trade it. I would trade with like one mini, and then one day I just happened to catch the move going down,
Mhm.
and I caught like 1,800 in that one. And then I was like, okay, well now I can. I think at that point I think I was up like 3,500. And so now I can size up, and so I was able to trade with like, I started trading like three contracts, max. I'm like, I can't mess this up. And so I was able to get to a payout. I think my first payout was 1,500. And I was like, I felt accomplished at that point because I was like, I had blown so many Apex accounts that this is actually money going into my pocket.
Yeah. It's
And
a
then,
different feeling, huh? You switch
yeah,
from
it was,
Apex to something else.
yeah, I felt the taste of victory. I just like, oh my God, I actually made money off this thing that I do on the side.
Yeah, it becomes real once that money hit that bank account, huh?
Yeah, it felt real. And
Mhm.
then I was able to get the second payout for 2,500.
Mm.
I was like, oh snap! And at that point, like I was getting close to a third payout,
Mhm.
but then I started getting I started getting that euphoria. I'm just like, oh man, I'm about to get the third payout. Day 13, I I took a trade around lunchtime. It was the slow period. I thought I was trying to be cute. I jumped in with 10 minis.
Wow. That's cute. That's super
Yeah,
cute.
that was cute, all right. That was right after they took the money out from my payout. I'm just like, let me make that money back right now.
Mm-hmm. Show them
As
some.
soon as I got in that, yeah, as soon as I got in that trade, I was negative 1,200. I'm like, God damn it!
Says
At
we
that
got
point, I had self control, so I closed the trade, and I just walked away that day. I'm just like, I'm down 1,200,
Damn.
being stupid.
Huh.
And so I was able to get it back, but then I got to like because I had that red day. That was like the first red day that I had.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's powerful,
Uh,
man. You said self
yeah,
control, being just down
yeah, that's
$1,200 and closing it out.
that's when I had self control. Some days that I don't even have that. Some days I'm just like, fuck it,
Shit,
and
I would have did
that's
it.
a bad feeling. That's a bad feeling because I had like one time I had just gotten a payout,
Mm-hmm.
and this is like the last big Top Step account that I had. I had just gotten a payout, and then I'm like, oh snap! It's like, yeah, this is 2 days after I got in the payout. I was able to get back the money that I got in the payout
Mm-hmm.
plus some. So I had taken uh, that payout. I think I got to 11,000. I got into 11,000, and then I took 5,500 in a payout. I felt like I was on top of the world, like I couldn't be stopped. I was like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. It's like every trade was working. Every trade was working. Uh, come to that was like a Wednesday. Come to that Friday,
Mm-hmm.
NQ pumped up. I was up $3,000. I was like, I want more.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, NQ's gonna pump. I was like, man, NQ's gonna pump another 30 points. I know it. I know it. NQ went up. It went up another 10 points.
And
Came down like, yeah, it came down like 100.
mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there trying to fight it the whole way. I'm just like, nah, it's coming. Just let me get a bounce. Let me get a bounce. I'm like, I couldn't be wrong. I just couldn't. My ego wouldn't let me be wrong.
Yeah.
I should have just stopped what I was doing once my profit, like my P&L went to zero. I should have just walked away. But I was like, nah, you just stole 3,000 from me. I'm gonna get that back.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong way to do anything.
Yeah, it
Trying to
definitely is.
revenge trade because I pulled one of your moves.
What's that?
Uh, Like I remember I seen you on stream when you had like your revenge trade like ATM strategy.
Oh yeah. I still got
And I'm
that.
just like, all right. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to pull. It's like I'm about to pull this revenge trade. I'm just like, okay. And so I went short, but because I was like, I had sit there and fought it the whole time going
Mm-hmm.
down.
Yeah.
When I went short, it popped up 50 points, and I was in there damn near full size. So the remaining money that I had in the account
Mm-hmm.
was pretty much reduced to like $500. And at that point, I'm just like, fuck it. I just
Yeah.
let it go.
Let it
I'm just like, man,
go. Let it
I just
go.
blew because at that point I was like, I just blew $1,400, like $14,000.
14.
What am I
Damn.
doing? Yeah, because I had gotten because I told you I had gotten to 11K. Then I
Mm,
got it back. Like I took the payout, then I got it back to 11K.
mm.
And then I made 3,000. So it was up 14,000. I'm like, I looked at like I had to go in the bathroom, look myself in the mirror. I was like, who the fuck are you? I
I
don't
did that
know
a
this
couple of
guy.
times. I did that a couple of times,
Like
man.
I
I
don't
did
know
that.
this guy. Like who are you? How did you just let that happen?
Mm. Did you punish yourself in your own special kind of way?
I don't know if I punished myself. I bought like I bought a 150K combine, and I was able to get it to 4,500. But I'm just like, I'm just like, at that point, I was sitting there trying to rush. I was like, I need to get back. I need to get back in XFA. I need to get back.
Mhm.
I'm just like, why am I rushing it? Why am I rushing this? This is how I got to 11,000 by taking small base hits and then like base hit after base hit after base hit.
Mhm.
I didn't get there by
Rushing.
going full port.
Mhm.
And so I kind of lost my way. And then I was like, I need to leave Top Step alone because I'm sitting there paying $149, blowing the account, paying another $149, blowing the account. I'm just
Mhm.
like, I think one day I had a reset 3 times. I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there doing the math in my head. I'm like, I just spent $450 and I had nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
And so that's when I had to take a step back. And then that's when I moved over to take profit.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I'm
'cause they
like,
don't have.
even if I passed, yeah, I was like, even if I pass this Top Step account, I have to pay another $149 to activate it.
Yeah.
But take profit, I pay one fee, and
The rest is up to you.
that
One fee and the rest
yeah,
is up to
I
me.
pay I pay one fee, and then the activations included. I just had to get past these 5 days.
Mhm.
That was the hard part at first, like getting past the 5 days, because I would try and get everything done in like day 1 and 2. I was able to get it one time like that, but then I had what was it? I went on tilt one of the days. Like I was like, oh, let me go ahead and take the small micro trade.
Mhm.
Well, I had the micro set to 15, and the trade went against me. I'm sitting there trying to. I'm like, this thing was at the goal. Why am I negative $500 now?
Yeah. What is it about trading that makes us completely lose our minds? What is it about it, dude? Completely lose our minds.
It it's I know for me, it's sometimes I allow my ego to cloud my judgment,
Mhm.
because it's like I've done this before. I've done this several times, but it's like, but each time I did it, it was different. It's
Mm.
not the same thing. Sometimes I forget that because I get so caught up in like, well, I was able to make this much in payouts. I was able to make this much in payouts. But it's like that's still, the market doesn't give a shit
Mhm.
about what I did yesterday.
Yep.
The market doesn't even know I exist, so I need to take it one trade at a time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just have to stop myself and like one trade at a time, one trade at a time. Like today, I was like one trade at a time.
Mm. Yeah. That's exactly what it is, man. It is just one trade at a time. It is, but dude, that's why I don't get big accounts anymore, because I really don't know why. I just don't have interest in growing big accounts anymore. I really don't. I just don't. I guess if I'm gambling, the bigger accounts are helpful because of the bigger drawdowns. I can make more mistakes. But now that I've come so
Yeah,
accustomed to these smaller accounts, it's like, yeah, I just don't have I just don't have it in me no more. I don't care to do it that way no more, because with these bigger accounts, if you're trading the way you're supposed to trade, man, these things can take forever, man. It could take
yeah,
forever, and you just want to
yeah.
get to the payout.
With the bigger accounts,
Hmm.
I the reason why I go for the bigger accounts is because it allows me, it gives me room to be wrong
Hmm.
and not die.
Yeah. I mean, I can prefer the
Because
medium accounts. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I usually, like, I'll buy, like, for the past few months I've been really successful with the 100K accounts on Take Profit,
Yeah.
because it's the happy medium. Like I have the drawdown of a 50K, but then I had the contracts closer to like a 150K
Mm-hmm.
because I get 2200. Like it gives me that margin of error. Like I have 2200 before it hits DLL,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm able, like, if like once I get over the buffer, then I can act like I can utilize more contracts as opposed to just the 5.
Yeah. Mm.
So once I get over the buffer, then I'll start with like one mini, and then add another one, start building like a base hit. Okay, I've got 3 minis on. Okay, all right. If I'm able to get like anywhere from $300 to $600 in profit, I'll close that trade and then look for another entry.
Okay.
And then from there, I'll start with 2, and then I'll look to go up to 4. If I'm able to get anywhere from 600 to 800, then I'll take off 3 and try and leave 1 to run. And I'll keep doing these base hits, and then like I was able to do that today, and then like right before the meeting started, I was at like 4,000.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because Take Profit, they have that rule where you can't trade the news, and the Powell speech is considered news.
Mm-hmm.
I just sat on. I that's when I went and bought a 50K Top Step account,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, that's when I started trading the micros on that one. And I was able to size up on the micros, and then once things started coming down, I was able to get 1,500 from the micros. And then after I hit that, I was like, man, now I can't do anything until Powell stops talking. And I'm sitting there watching you guys like, oh, it's going down, keep going down. I'm just like, I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs like, I can't do anything.
And you gotta wait until what, 2 or 3 minutes after he gets done talking, or you can trick a trade
Yeah.
as soon as he's done.
I mean, I probably could have taken a trade right as he was done, but I just wanted to make
make
sure I
sure.
was like, yeah, I was like, let me be like, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
waited till like 5 minutes after it was done, and then I was all right. What I would do is I would it was going down, and so as soon as I saw a green candle, I piled in with longs.
Mm.
I was like, let me see if I can get 10 points off this long. Because like this is a recovery, like this is a liquidity bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Because after it goes down so much, there'll be random liquidity bounces, and like I was sitting there playing that, and then once it bounced, I was able to catch like 10 points. I was like, oh, good. And so once it went down, like I think there was like one big giant red candle.
Mm-hmm.
I piled in. I was almost damn near full port, and then the shit popped up. I was like, man, oh no! I was like, no, don't let this kill me! Don't let this kill me!
Mm.
I was in like, I think I had like 6 contracts on, and then once it popped, I was like, come on, calm down, calm down, calm down. Once it started coming back down, I piled in. I had like 9 contracts on.
Wow.
And then once it came down and it came past my my average,
Mm-hmm.
I set a stop at the average in case I wanted to pop back up. And as it was going down, it went down like almost, I think it went down like 25 points. And so I closed that, and I just like, I'm done. Because I was at 8,000 at that point. I think I was at 8,000, like 8,900
Mm-hmm.
and some change. And I was sitting there, I grabbed my calculator. I was like, how much would I need to get a $5,000 payout. And I'm sitting there, it's like, okay, after 3,000, I can take a payout, like anything over the 3,000.
Mhm.
So I'm like, all right, well, I'm at 8,000. So some quick math, I'm at 5,000 and some change. I'll go over here to my calculator. It's like I would need for the total balance to be like 92 something.
Mhm.
I'm just like, all right, we're going back in. So I threw like right before the close, I threw on 2 minis. Like in one of my ATM strategies, I have this thing called like fast cash, which is like reaching for like uh five, I think about like 5.5 points.
Mhm.
I put that on. As soon as I put it on, shit popped up. I'm just like, God damn it. And then like all of a sudden there was like a big giant red candle that just came crashing down. I was like, it came down so fast that I got some slippage on it. It's just like,
Mhm.
oh.
Yeah, we saw that red candle. That red candle was out of nowhere. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, it was green. It was a big green. All of a sudden it was just like red. And it's just like, okay, it's past my TP. And then all of a sudden, like the thing just disappeared. I'm just like, I got it. I immediately logged off the computer. I'm just like, I'm done. 5K.
Let's go, baby. Let's
Yep.
go. Let's go.
I was like, I'm not touching anything else
Yep.
because it kept going down. I was like,
Nope, that's a trap.
I
Yeah.
was like, I was like, nah, because I remember what happened to Brandon before. Like Smith, he was in. I think he had got like to 10K, then it automatically liquidated his account.
Mhm.
And so I was like, I'm at 9,200. If I keep going, no, it's like I'm not trying to go to that. I'm not trying to go to that Pro Plus yet.
Yeah.
If it happens, I want it to be after I've already gotten some more payouts from this.
Yeah. Because I mean, this is all this is. I mean, the payouts is just for the company. It has nothing to do with you. So yeah, the
Yeah.
payout is obviously the goal. Yeah. 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 I mean, shit. I'm glad to hear that you got that, bro. I mean, that drop, man. That was generational wealth right there. That's what you call
Yeah.
generational wealth, right there. That drop, 1,077 point drop from the Nasdaq.
That was one of those days where I wish I had an exit phase so I could have captured it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I didn't. But I
Yeah.
was still able to lock in $5,000 from it. So
Yeah.
I already put the request in on the site. So I'm just like, I might not even trade tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I mean, obviously not trade that
Yeah.
account, but we got other accounts to
No.
trade.
Yeah, because I had just I had passed the 150K as
Mhm.
well. I had hit, it was a day 5. They just sent me an email saying that, oh, congratulations on hitting the profit target.
Yeah.
And so now I have to wait for them to send me the email saying, okay, well, we're gonna move you to a pro account. And Take Profit's been they've been slacking. They've been like not really slacking, but they like activating accounts and things like that. They've been lacking on it. They haven't been like I had activated one of the pro accounts yesterday,
Mhm.
and I didn't get the account for damn near 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, I'm looking at the market. I'm like, wait. The market's like, nah, we don't wait for nobody.
Nope. The market doesn't like to wait. The market don't like to take your
Yep.
targets neither.
Oh no, I've had that. I've had a couple issues where I think I was in a trade last night.
Mhm.
I was what was it? I was in a trade last night on one of the evals, and I'm just like, I had a target. The NQ went up to my target. I had like I think I had 4 contracts.
Mhm.
it closed one contract and then proceeded to fall. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one? Just one? I
Yeah.
was like, man, that drives me. I was like, I was pissed. I'm like, how could you just? I'm just like, And so I'm like, how could you just close one? I had 4 contracts. It went up and order filled. I'm just like, yes, I'm out. I was like, wait, why is it still, why the number's still moving? It was like,
Yep.
oh, I had 4, now I have 3. I'm just like, are you serious? And then it started falling. It fell like 15 points. I'm just like, now I'm back at break even.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
just like, come on.
I had a situation like that too. I went tilt because of it. I blew the whole account because of it. Because it came back. And
Yeah.
I think I just needed that. It needed to hit my TP in order for me to pass the eval. And unfortunately, I passed the eval all right on the other side. I had to go get a
Oh
new
yeah,
one.
you passed it. Yeah, you passed it all right. It passed on.
Yeah, it passed on. Yeah, had to get a new one.
Man, what happened to the account? The account dead.
It's dead. It missed me by a tick, and the Nasdaq is really, for whatever reason, she's so good at knowing where majority of, well, at least your orders at, and not touch it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it seems like the Nasdaq is really good at knowing where my average is.
Hmm.
Because I was in a long last night, and then the thing fell out the sky. I'm just like, all right, it didn't hit my stop. So let me just see. Let me see. Because it was like ping pong, and in between my stop and my average,
Hmm.
it would go to the average, reject from it, touch the average, reject. I'm just like, how can you not get over the average? What is going on? It's like, I'm like, I was sitting like, it seems like, and I went to look at bookmap, and it's like, okay, so it's like, oh, did all these sell orders just happen to conveniently show up at where my average is? I'm like, what is going on? I'm like,
Yeah,
am I being set up? Am I being punked?
the market does that, dude. I think I had a
Yeah.
situation like that too, where I just needed my target hit, and the market looked like it was going up to it. And when I said that it reversed a tick away from my target, dropped down about 8 points and consolidated and made me wait for that target. And this was a target I just needed for a payout. So I think this was that day where I had to stay up like at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, just making sure that my target got hit, because I was going to go to sleep anyway. So I had to stay up, and the market was playing with me, kind of like what the Nasdaq just did, a tick away from my target and then drop. And I'm like, yo, what the hell? Am I being punked right now? How did the market know I needed that target? And when I say that, as soon as it hit that target, it just seemed like the market, whatever resistance was holding the market back, not only did it shoot up, it shot up an extra 3 or 4 points after it just hit my target. So I was like, man, obviously it was a stop run, but um, it was just the fact that it just missed my target by a tick, and that's all I needed. I think it was only 6 points. Yeah, I just needed 6 points. And for whatever reason, the market was 6 points, but just so hard for it at that time. So I was like, man, this market, man, this market. It just knows. It just knows. It knows when you just need a payout. You just need 6 points for a payout, and it's gonna just make you stay up 3, 5 hours past your bedtime just to make sure.
Yeah, it's like, how bad do you want this payout? That's what the market does.
Yeah, like
It does that to me all the time. It's like I would be in a trade, and then like I think the first like the first the I was like on that day it was a starter account that I was trying to get a payout on.
mhm,
I just needed to get that $100 day because I went over the consistency rule. Like, well, I had one day I had it like $900 in profit,
mhm,
and the other following days I had like maybe like 100 to 200, and it's like, no, you got to get this amount. And so I needed like 100. I think I needed like 100 and something. I think $140. And so I'm sitting there with the micros. I'm sitting there trying to fight to get this $140, and every time, like, it was like the opening, like the open price was going like it was bullish, but then it rejected, and then it was consolidating, and it's like I wasn't paying attention. I bought like right in the middle of the consolidation. And so it would come up to my average, reject, come up to my average, reject, come up to my average, reject. I'm just like,
Well,
come
damn.
on,
How many
get
times you gonna
over,
reject?
get
Yeah.
over. Yeah, I'm just like, how many times are you gonna do it? And then it finally got over, probably about like 2 points, rejected. And so at that point, I was starting to get a little tilty.
Yeah, tilty.
Yeah, I was like, okay, next time it goes down, I'm gonna add. So it went down. I waited for it to wick. I bought. I added another micro. Went down. It went down some more. I'm just like, oh, no, come on, not today. Come on, not today. And so I had started with one micro at like this. I was in that trade for like maybe 30 minutes. I accumulated 8 micros.
Damn,
I'm just
dude.
like, don't let this be the day that I hit, because that's the DLL is like 1200. Like, don't let this be the day I hit the DLL, because I was negative like 700. I'm just like, come on. Then it finally popped up. I went from negative 700 to like 150. I was like, man, that's horrible. That's horrible risk management.
Yeah. Yep.
I just wanted that payout to the point where I was like, I could have closed it and then like reposition. But I was like, I want this payout so bad that I was willing to do something stupid.
Yeah, it gets ugly when it comes to that payout, man. It gets ugly. I mean,
Yeah.
the market like just knows, like, yeah, it gets ugly, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, then after I got that 1200, it was like a sigh of relief. I was like, I had to fight for that. I had to fight for this. I felt like R. Kelly.
Fighting for
Fight
my
for my
fucking
fucking
life right
life.
now.
You're killing me. I was looking at Angie, you're killing me.
And then you come right back. That's how you know that, hey, we don't want peace. Because you can trade ES and get all the peace that you want. But we want the problems.
Nah.
You want the
It's not that I
problems.
want the problems. It's the instant gratification. That's what you go to NQ for. You go to NQ for the instant gratification.
Yep. Instant gratification. Yep. That's exactly what it is. And yo, I mean,
ES is like,
go ahead.
I was gonna say ES is like that church girl that makes you wait. ES is like that fast chick. You're just like, you know she's not good for you, but
Damn,
man,
does it feel good? Yeah.
he's like, yes. And he's like, she knows. Oh, well, she knows that thing that you like. You like that 30-point move, don't you, Daddy?
Yep, that's the Nasdaq for you, man.
It's like, nah, I want to take my time. I want to get to know you. I was like, no, I want money now.
Yeah, yeah. If you ain't putting size, like, dude, if you ain't putting a ring on ES, she gonna make you wait for it. She's gonna make you
Even if
wait
you
for
put
it.
a ring on it, even if you put a ring on it, she just has to be in the mood. He's like, I'm tired. ES is like that one chick that's always tired. It's like, come on, I'm tired.
Yeah, the ES will make you wait. You gotta put size on her. She's a size queen. You don't put size on her, you're gonna be in for a long one. And that's what I'm just trying to really discover with the ES. I mean, I can catch the points. It's just I hate that. I guess I have to find that happy medium with her in terms of size and points. Because I mean, if I put like a 15 lot on and just get 8 points, I mean that's decent. I think that's like $600 or $700 or something like that. That's decent. But it's just the fact that I got to put on all that size just to get just to get a $600 or $700 when here I am in the same amount of contracts with the ES or with an NQ. And I'm up about 30 points. I'm up 30 points. Yeah. Oh no, I'm up like 20. My bad. I'm looking at that wrong. I'm up about like 20, 21. But still, finally she hit that damn target. Finally playing with it. So yeah. All right, man. You got any closing statements, man? I'm about to end the stream and go to bed.
Yeah, I'm about to do the same. Just stay safe, take profit, move your stop in the profit. Don't let it
Blasphemy.
come back.
Blasphemy.
Move it to break even. That way you don't lose any more than you've just gained.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll sit there and let it run all the way back, and it's just like, okay, well that kind of negates the progress you made. You take one step forward and like 3 steps back.
That's exactly right, bro. Exactly. I mean, like I said, man, it has to be. Dude, okay, so I mean, I know it's the right thing to do, but me keeping my stop back, it just prevents, because if it comes back and it comes back to my break even and stop me out, and then it goes in my direction, that's going to awaken that's going to awaken something evil within me. And when I say I'll probably disregard all risk management and full port right where it's at, I will do that. And it's not something that mentally I can stop, because it's an emotional impulse. And once I'm in, I'm in. So there's a reason why I do a lot of things. It's just to prevent worse behavior from coming out. Because I mean, trading is emotional, and obviously after you're done, you're like, damn, what the hell did I do? But in the moment, it's all emotions. And a lot of the things I do is try to prevent a lot of the emotional impulses that come when, it's like, well, if I just would have kept my stop back, because it's like, how many times I try to be cute and put my stop in a break even or trail my stop, it hits my stop and then it goes and hits my target. Do you know what that does to me? Well, obviously you wouldn't. Like it feels like it feels like the market was just fucking with me. Like it feels like the market did that on purpose. Like, oh, he wants to be cute. Let me touch that stop real quick and go to his target. Like I feel like it feels like someone just disrespected me. Like someone just like did that
I've
on
been
purpose.
disrespected. I've been disrespected plenty of times by the market. I've actually had and like yesterday I had an eval that was $500 away from the goal.
Mm-hmm.
The NQ went down. Like I was in a short. NQ went down, and I was 2 ticks away from the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And then NQ bounced up, went past my my entry, went right to the stop, came back down
And touch that target.
It came back down and bounced 3 ticks. Like I had moved the stop a little higher,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, if it bounces again, it's like it's gonna go this time. So I moved the stop up. It went down and then was 3 ticks away this time. Went all the way up to my stop. I was so frustrated. I'm like, it was right there. And so I jumped in with longs
Mm-hmm.
to try and make back the money that I just lost. It then, as soon as I went long, it dropped to where my TP was and liquidated me.
Mm.
I'm like, if I would have just held that, if I'd have just held, it would went to my target. I would still have the account and I would have passed it. But because I had gotten so tilted, I went in heavy size on longs. And I'm like, if you're gonna go up, let me go up with you.
Mm-hmm.
and wind up going all the way back down past my profit, like my take profit.
Yep.
And I'm just like, at that point, I just threw my hands up in the air and just like, it just wasn't meant to be.
I'm pretty
That's a
sure it
bad way
is.
to look at it, but
Yo, like,
I
yeah.
just,
Like I said, I would never destroy my workstation, but that energy would be there. I would have to punch
oh no,
something. I would have to
oh
punch
no, I'm not.
something.
I've learned to not punch things. Like I would like what was it, a couple weeks back?
Hmm.
I instead of punching or being physical with anything, I screamed at the top of my lungs, and my throat got so scratchy. I'm just like, I can't even talk now.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah. Honestly, that kind of like I got sent this video, and dude, every time I think about it, I kind of twitch and cringe because this dude might have lost his life. I don't know. He may have lost his life because of how bad the injury was. For whatever reason, he was angry. He was, and I'm pretty sure if I tell the story, people will, if they've seen the video, they know what I'm talking about. He was angry. I guess he was abusing his wife, girlfriend, whomever, the mother of his child. For whatever reason, he was outside the house. The woman was recording him. And for whatever reason, he punched through her glass. And I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going with this. He punched through her glass window. And the way that he punched it, his arm came at it from an angle. And so, you know, when his arm came out and reality hit him, it went from being angry to being fearful of his life because that laceration that he experienced, the glass went deep in his arm. He lost so much blood. And
oh yeah,
I'm like, dude, and then the woman that was recording, he was begging. He was like, please call the cops, call the cops. She did not move. She just kept recording. She was like, dude, if you're going to die, you're going to be on camera because I'm not stop recording. The crazy thing is that I think the daughter or it was a small child that was behind it that was witnessing this whole thing. And the woman didn't care. She did not care. She kept recording. So that for whatever reason, my body learned from that experience not to punch things, especially if it's glass and it's sharp. And because that's a silly way to lose your life. It's a silly injury. If I'm going to be completely honest, I can understand being angry. What I can't understand is feeling that you have the right to destroy other people's property. And unfortunately, Comrade just instantly hit him. So I learned through that experience not to punch through things. I don't do it anyway, but that experience solidified that because that would just be a silly way to seriously injure yourself. So, but yeah, all right, Alfred, man, it was cool talking to you, bro. I mean, we'll come back and we'll do this again tomorrow, man.
all right, man, take it easy.
You too, man. Yo, congratulations on all your success, man, because you've been definitely killing it, bro.
Man, I'm just trying to make a dollar. That's all I'm trying to do.
All right. And with that said, peace out, everybody.
All right, man.